Now I'm going to do the kneeling version of it. It's good if you have tough knees to stand and isolate that. But remember, the further you are from the floor, the more restraint you have, or core you have to use to stay stable. The closer you are to the floor, the easier this is. So again, find that cat and cow, be neutral, and then we'll do the other side and kick back. I'm going through this all once so you can hit it, and you can do an exercise like this one a day. I mean, just to think of the size of our glute that we don't really use, like, wow, it's so powerful just to be able to engage it when we stand in the checkout line at the store, when we're driving, when we're waiting for our kids and they're playing the playground, right? It's so, you can feel me almost shaking. My tendency is, remember, not to stay here, but to stay here. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm gonna switch just immediately. Notice how my weight doesn't shift because I'm using a lot of my core. My shoulders aren't rounding because my chest is open. And I'm kicking it out. 5. Knees directly underneath my hip, and that spine is neutral, no dipping or arching. And my hand, I'm just kind of putting it on my hip so I don't hike it in this side. See? That's it. 15. Okay. And then one more version, and I've done it with you in the Mamacita challenge. Part 1 is where you're kind of squatted, but you're kicking out. And you can alternate, see? Kind of neutral, stick the butt out, core is engaged. I'm just gonna do 15 on each side. I'm not shifting a ton of weight on that back leg. It's staying in that front heel. I can feel a little bit of my quad. Nice and tight. And I'm not shifting weight. I'll face forward. I like doing lunges like this too, right? That's good. Whatever works. I'm gonna do this one because this one works right now. And then I'm gonna do the step up with the kickback. And then I'll do leg raises and fire hydrants. God, there's so many juicy butt exercises. Love it. I mean, some people, I remember I had a booty boot camp. I was like, whether you want to shape it, grow it, or tame it, like, let's work on it. Booty. Culito. There we go. See? 15 on each side. Squeeze it from the bottom here. It doesn't look so pretty, but it makes you use more of your abs and less of your hip flexors. Those get really tight too. All right. So what I mean about like the step ups is just find something stable. I'm going to do like we did on the step ups last time. I'm going to go here on the block and I'm going to kick it out. Very similar to what we just did, just standing. But if you have a block, you can feel the other glute. I'm going to do 10 on this one. Neutral again, not letting your back arch, right? Just kind of slight bend. Keep the weight on the heel. And you feel both now. Wow. I like going through these, with you all, because as I teach, I learn. It ingrains everything in me and solidifies it. And then when I see somebody with like, tough, their posture is tough, it makes me really straighten up, and they're older, right? Like you kind of get settled in your skeleton. So now that, you're more aware, you can open up those areas and just keep them mobile as you do all these exercises, because remember, you want to do this forever. It's not just like a 4-week, whatever, 8-week. It's like forever, right? As our kids get older, I want to be able to help them out. I want to be able to go for walks or hikes when I'm old, so I can smell the air and be more present and focused. It's so crazy how you get kind of settled in your ways of just doing things. I just want to be there more and not be limited by my body. That's honestly why I do everything that I do. Jeez. Good. All right. Now those are the kickbacks.